What's going on, guys? My name is Derrick.
My name's Meesh.
Doug.
And Sam.
And welcome to the Gaming and Chill episode number 84. Today on the show, we'll be discussing what's been going on lately, Destiny 2, Pokemon's releasing in 2019, and Peter Jackson is officially not working on Amazon's Lord of the Rings. But first, a word from our sponsor.
This episode is sponsored by Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is now offering the manga to anime bundle that includes some of the most popular franchises such as The Seven Deadly Sins, Ghost in a Shell, and Alita. Not only do you get 60 or more volumes of awesome manga, but you also get to support the podcast by designating where the money you donate goes to. Check it out today.
Alright, what's been going on, guys? I have not heard from you in a while, Meesh.
Yeah, it's been a while. Work finally let me have Saturdays evenings off, so we're able to do this now. It's life.
Yay. I know, right? So how you been?
Been alright. A lot of finishing the school year type thing. Unlike you guys, I'm still working on school ever so slowly.
Feels good to graduate. Be
I
graduated.
can promise you've probably worked harder than me and Derek combined. At least.
Absolutely.
Honestly, knowing you guys, I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Thanks. Thanks, I think. But no, you're not wrong.
Doug, Margarita Party, Hensley agrees.
However, I did get a rule made in my honor about the power tools on campus.
Yes.
That was definitely me.
I want to hear about this rule.
So, if anyone who doesn't know me from college knows nothing about me. So I have a giant Razor scooter. It's a big-wheeled Razor scooter. It's made for big people. And like 3/4 of the podcast and Gaming and Chill community, I am, along with them, a larger male. So I have to have that large scooter. However, it was shaky when I first got it. And so I took a Dremel up to my dorm room and made some adjustments and everything. Next thing I knew, campus police came in and they're like, "Do you guys know why it smells like smoke and melting metal in here?" And I just kind of shook my head and said I was using my Dremel. And then a week later, they had the rules meeting and said that was the fault. And it was just a Dremel. It's not like I was doing... Well, I could have done dental surgery in the room, but it's not like I wanted to.
A chop saw in there. Do you know why
I can't hear you over my planer.
Do you know why it smells like melted metal in here? As you're standing right next to your scooter and a Dremel in hand. Not a clue. Must be someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Someone.
Yeah, I knew I couldn't play it off on anyone.
Someone burned popcorn?
That did happen multiple times as well.
Oh god, Doug almost set the place.
So basically, your room was the cave that Tony Stark built the original Iron Man armor in.
I mean, it was recently repainted, but yes.
Basically.
It was a new cave with fresh wall interior.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I dig it.
I can... So what did you do to the scooter? Did you, like...
So, honestly, I didn't have the right tool to be able to tighten it. So I had flathead screwdrivers, and there was a bolt that needed like an 8mm hex wrench. So I just ended up cutting a slot in the bolt, and to where I could use it with a flathead screwdriver.
Huh.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, campus police didn't agree with me.
Campus police didn't agree with me.
Now, here's
and then
the question.
From then on...
Go ahead.
I said, from then on, everybody knew Micah as the scooter guy.
Yeah, so I played in chapel orchestra as well, and there was one time where a dude was live streaming it, and he texted one of his friends, and he's like, "No way, Scooter Guy's in the orchestra?" And I had never met that dude in my life, so that's all he knew me about was Scooter Guy. I'm like, well, at least that's my reputation and not Margarita Party.
Hey, I'd rather Margarita Party, because then we were being awesome. No, but here's the question. So it was against campus rules then. Did you get fined? Because at the time of doing it, it wasn't a rule.
No, I did not get fined.
Okay, got it.
And if I did, I would have wrote it off as a donation to missions, because that's where all the fines go.
Fair enough. I think I've only gotten fined... I only got fined once. Past tense. I was like, okay. You know what? I don't... Did I pay off that? I might not have. No, they make you so you can graduate.
Yeah, that's one of the requirements.
No parking tickets.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what have you been up to, Sam?
Not too much. Just playing some Mech Warrior, going through. Hey, went through and started running again. It was awful.
I'm tired because
Who was chasing you?
Nobody really. If it's
was
like
there like a taco truck at the end of the run?
no,
Like,
which
why
is
were you
why it
running?
makes it
Oh
completely
no! You
useless.
never run to a taco truck. Absolutely
you don't
never.
run
'Cause
from a taco truck.
either no running is involved with the taco truck.
You just stroll up to it and they give you tacos. But no, I went through and just like, hey, you know what? Let's go through and get some more points for the healthcare kick that we're doing. And after the first day, I literally almost passed out in front of some random dude's house. And then the second one, I at least made it back to my Porsche before slumping over. So there's that.
Nice.
That's why I
What?
don't run, because like sidewalks are like glass and my neighborhood is not great. I would end up mugged.
We decided, by the way, that we're going to make a video spoof, and it's a pizza delivery in Doug's neighborhood, and it's actually just like a Rainbow Six like guy trying to run down the street without
We changed
getting
it
shot.
from Saving Private Ryan to
Oh, yeah.
Saving Papa John's.
Yeah, exactly.
God. I hope it doesn't end as bloody.
We were
Oh,
joking.
no,
It's like
it does.
I asked him, it's like, do you ever get pizza delivered to your house? He's like, yeah, but we tip very well. And I looked at him and was like, but not too well that he gets mugged going back to his car, right?
I'll lay down suppressing fire so you can get in your vehicle.
Why do I
Because
imagine?
you know the story about the crime rates around my house, don't you, Derrick, Micah?
Yeah, I've heard
Oh
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Your bait
Just wanna
car,
make
the
sure
whole
that was-
bait car.
Why do you think
episode.
I never offered to come over to your house?
Right?
In defense, I only went over there early in the morning.
Yeah, because evil doesn't wake up before 12.
And for like some reason the city, like the street smells like rancid apricots or something like that.
It's musky, it's skunky beer.
Yeah.
When
Hard on the-
It's just the meth house. Don't worry about it.
it very well could be.
I've honestly wondered about that.
No, it smells almost the same as when I worked at the bar. When we emptied out the taps, on occasion the drains would get really fruity, and we'd get like fruit flies, and we'd have to make sure to absolutely clean out the drains. It smells like skunky beer, which
That
Makes
or it
sense.
could be mixed with marijuana.
Juana. Exactly. What'd you do this week, Doug?
Read comic books, actually.
Nice. So
I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
He actually gave me an awesome copy of Communist Superman. It's great.
I think you mean the Red Sun.
Yes.
You mean Super Us.
Super Us. No. Super Xur. That's not pronoun here.
Super
And suddenly we became so popular. Why? Because we were so hated. I'll take it. Let's see. What did I do this week? Got turned down for 2 jobs.
Hey.
Hey, I know, right? Monday, they were like, so yeah, you didn't get the production lead. You were only like 1 point off. They just were more approachable than you. And I'm like, I almost believe that, but I'll see what I can do. And then I got turned down for an analyst job. The job that I was technically more qualified for.
Remember, though, Derek, the third time's the charm.
Yeah, this is the second... Actually, the second time I've been turned down for both job titles. I'm like... Alright. But I'm not super worried about it, because Wednesday we had final approvals for the commercial that I did, and that'll be out on Monday.
Nice.
Yay.
I know, I feel like I've been talking about this forever, but not actually talking about it.
Yeah, it's not actually been that long at all.
And
there
then...
was much rejoicing. Yay.
Friday, yesterday, I found out that the AV department wants to take a look at it and air it before all the public events.
Hey.
I know, so that would include things like Board of Trustees if they're there. And actually, 2 Board of Trustees people approved the commercial on Wednesday. So, yes, I've made a name for myself and my company by not doing specifically my job. By very specifically nothing related to my job. So I was like, all right, cool. I can't really complain about this, you know. So, but Monday, that'll be the day it's out. That'll be the day I can share it out. But I'm excited about it. Other than that, been doing the whole diet thing. That's going well. I can't really think of streaming. That's about it. That's all I do anymore.
Got a couple of good streams in there, though.
Yeah, there are a lot of good streams.
Yeah.
There's at least one good stream.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
That number is greater than 0.
Exactly. Which is coincidentally the number of times Doug has streamed this week.
Almost ever.
Oh, man. That's some shade thrown there.
Some serious shade.
It's true.
I know.
Here's the thing. If I try to stream on my computer just be like, no.
You'll have another fire in
about
your
no?
basement.
How about no?
You'll have another fire in your basement.
Yeah. Because I am right beneath the breaker box still.
You just have the fire extinguisher right next to your chair, and you're like, not today.
You have a foot switch that you just... Oh, it looks a little smoky over there.
Stay back, Satan!
I feel like you should get little those metal tribal style cross tattoos and stick them on the fire extinguisher to do that. Like it's holy water.
I just really want to put. I really want to get a decal of the devil from Cuphead and put that on the breaker box. Make a deal with the devil.
Wallop.
If I stream today, will it explode?
Doug, how'd you break your fist? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. He started laughing at me. The fire came out. And I punched it.
I wanted to be a firefighter, and yeah.
All I've been taught through video games is violence.
Violence is not the answer when it comes
Thanks, liberal media!
Did you see the... Okay, I love this GIF that pops up every time someone makes an argument that violence in video games makes people violent. It's the clip from Malcolm in the Middle, where they're all sitting there playing Mortal Kombat. It's Reese and Malcolm.
I know exactly.
So they're sitting there, they're quietly playing, and Dewey's like, hey, could you pass the chips? Yeah, sure, here, Dewey. Thank you. Oh, that was a nice combo. You totally tore my head off. Lois comes in. You boys shouldn't be playing violent video games. You guys should be doing something better. Switches it over to a nature documentary, and they immediately start fighting. It's like, yes, violent video games. I love that GIF so much.
It's actually really funny. I was listening to an NPR article. They were going off their liberal ways saying, oh, it's violent video games and stuff like that, when actually they quoted a study that apparently aggression levels in children go down when or after playing violent video games, because I guess that's the outsource. And
that explains why I'm the most peaceful dude ever.
Most people actually go through and afterwards do not have any known form of aggressions, and actually most shooters didn't play video games is what they go through, and they've actually discovered.
Sir, that does not sell an article, so I need you to calm down with that.
Hey, it would sell it to a whole bunch of Fox News people, I bet.
Yeah, apparently,
No.
apparently one of the libraries we take calls for had an issue, and the patron called in and said that he videotaped it all and is going to send it to Fox News.
Nobody
and
will
you'll
believe
just have to
you.
ask Beth about that.
Nobody will believe you. It's okay.
Just
It'll be spelled poorly.
It'll be
It'll be
spelled
on
poorly.
InfoWars.
It'll say that there's 3 points and only have 2 points, and then it basically looks like your grammar is you didn't graduate high school.
And it'll
That's-
sound super sexist.
Yeah, pretty much.
because
And
it
the
will be. Because it will
and-
be.
And the shooter, a woman. Alright, calm down. We don't have to word it like that.
I still love when we were listening to that article. Why do you have to say that so weird, man?
Wait, what article was
Zombie
this?
raccoons.
So there was this event where this lady went in and shot up like a whole bunch of her coworkers or something
It was
like
the YouTube
that.
shooting.
Yeah, the YouTube shooting.
Oh,
So-
that was it. Yeah.
So yeah, the Fox newscaster goes like, in the shooter, a woman. And it's like, dude, why do you gotta say it like that? Like,
Why the venom?
why the venom behind that? It's like, hey, I'm pretty sure if anybody kills me, it's gonna be one of 2 women that I know.
only 2 people are gonna be able to kill me. My wife and myself. I don't trust anyone else.
It's true.
And I don't even trust those people.
What is that? Stupid?
I'm more likely to kill myself. I'm the only person 75% more likely to kill myself is myself. Not if I kill him first.
It's like that one Rick and Morty scene where it's like, that guy's gonna kill me. Not if I kill him first, and it's actually himself in an alternate timeline. It's like, oh, okay. But, anything else? Anything else?
Zombie raccoons from Fox News.
Yes.
Sorry?
So we went through and we play this game, which we've mentioned before. Is it real news or not? And we pull up all the major news channels: CNN, Fox, NBC, BBC, and we go down the list of all the highlights and we ask, is it really actually news? And one of the articles was describing this town where zombie raccoons were attacking people. Apparently, they came out during the day. They were very aggressive. They kind of passed out randomly. They were foaming at the mouth. And Doug and I look, and they're like, yeah, it's this particular disease or something like that. And it's like, no, that's
That sounds like
rabies.
alcohol.
It sounds like rabies.
We're like, no, that's rabies. And they just kept going on the entire article saying, no, it's this. No, it's legitimately rabies, guys. Sitting there, it's like, please don't let your pets or your children come in contact with them because it's rabies. But they never once said the word rabies. They said a different disease. They're like, that could be mistaken for rabies. It's like, no, that is to the
It's
T.
because it is rabies.
Are they afraid of water and light?
That's what they said. They said that they became afraid of water, and then it's like, what in the world is?
No, that's just the Gremlin. They were on the set of the new Gremlins movie, and they just didn't understand it.
Yes.
But no, that's
That actually sounds like something Fox News would do, though.
They called them zombie raccoons.
yeah.
We
It was
didn't know
called-
we were on the film set.
It's like that one video of the dude who's like weather chasing whatever, and he's viewing a field with a storm out, and he goes, "It sounds just like a train. It sounds just like a," and then a train just passes on the train track right in front of him. That's
My
a
favorite-
great video.
My favorite one is there was a recent one. I think this was CNN, but the guy's going through and he's talking about how it's disaster here, and then it's so obvious he has been green screened into this. It's not even funny. Like, people are going by without even glancing at the camera and stuff along those lines, and you're just like, oh, cool. There's no person that waves at the camera as they go by, and it's like, I'm pretty sure they just set up a stationary camera and they're pretending that he's out there.
But why?
Honestly, he probably is. Because it sells a story.
Exactly.
But why? They have the camera there and they're still paying him. It's
Because
not
here's
like
the thing, millennials are killing the news industry.
Basically.
they still had to hire a cameraman to take the camera there and then hire him to stand in front of a green screen. Why not just go tell him stand in front of the camera?
Okay, so you guys remember the eclipse, right? Were you guys in that training class that saw all those calls during the eclipse?
No, I was hired a month before Doug was, but I had to be pushed back so I was saved by the pushback from having to
So,
deal with that.
I wasn't there because I was still at the hospital for the eclipse.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So We went through, and at our work, we took like 1 billion calls, it felt like, because we didn't stop from that morning when we opened all the way until after the eclipse ended. People asking if it's like, hey, do you have eclipse glasses and stuff like that. Well, apparently, so you know Shep Smith from Fox News, right?
No, I don't watch
Yeah.
Fox News.
So
Good choice.
they
I know.
apparently went through and had him do coverage for this. And
Please tell me he looked directly at the sun. Please let that be the end of the story.
No, it's even better. I actually got some respect for this guy because he BS'd his way through the entire thing, basically showing how much he didn't care about it because he was so sarcastic. It's like, man, Shep Smith drew the short straw because he's going to have to be here for the entire day. And I had to send you guys this video clip of him just like, oh, look, oh, the sun's gone. Oh no, it's really dark.
I saw
oh,
that,
it's
yeah.
back. And he's just like freaking out. It's the best thing I've ever watched. He gave no cares that day at work. And it's like, I'll show you a story.
Will the sun return?
It's like when someone shows you something that they're like, hey, look at this thing that I did. And you're like, oh yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing right there. Good job. It's a thing.
That is a combination of ones and zeros. Yep. I know that feeling. I know that feeling all
But it's
too
my combination of ones and zeros.
So here's
Yeah.
a fun fact, and then we'll move on to the next one. It's a true statement. So you know how pictures transmitted over the internet are made into ones and zeros, right?
Yes.
Theoretically, there is a combination of ones and zeros that will allow you to see a picture of the Pope without clothes on. Anyway, moving on.
Number one, how dare you? I follow the Pope on Instagram.
I
And those
imagine
are the
he's got the
funniest
best
photos that I've
selfies.
ever seen.
I really want to see him doing Instagram photos like cosplay artists and models on Instagram.
Hey guys, look who I'm cosplaying as.
Hey
Here's the
guys,
Pope.
I'm in the
How'd you
Japanese
know?
suicide for wait.
So I kind of lost all hope in humanity. I didn't have any to begin with, but I went through and I realized that the Pope was on Twitter. I'm like, hey, it's the Pope. You know, I don't agree with the guy on like 90% of the things, but you know, he's pretty kind guy. And I
He's a
saw
pretty
that he
dope
had,
Pope.
yeah, it's like, hey, he has like 5 million followers or something
Yeah, it's
like that.
insane.
And it's like, oh,
that's
cool.
what status gets you.
It's like, yeah, that's cool. And then you went through, and I realized that, like, Katy Perry had over 300 million. And I'm like, more people care about what Katy Perry has to say than the Pope. And I'm pretty sure there's more than 5 million Catholics out there, guys.
But I have a question. Can we introduce a new segment of the show where we read a Snoop tweet and then a Pope tweet, and we have to figure out which is which? Can we do that?
I'd totally be down for it.
I would be down for that.
Because I feel like a lot of their tweets would be very similar. Let's see. Did the Pope say 420 legalize it or love everyone? Weirdly enough, the Pope said 420 legalize it.
I want that to be true. I want that to be so true. Anyway, let's move on to our main topic. First one up is Destiny 2 DLC, The Forsaken. First of all, did you guys see any of it?
Yes.
Bows.
Yeah, I was about to say
Bows.
bows. That's literally the only thing that I can take away from this.
What about
No,
Gambit mode?
Yeah, so my favorite line in it ever was, this opens up exciting gameplay possibilities. Want to roll with 3 shotguns? Sure. I mean, of course I want to roll with 3 shotguns.
Sir, our Lord and Savior, 3 snipers would like to have a word with you.
I wonder if you could I wonder if you could roll 3 grenade launchers.
I want to do 3 bows.
I doubt that they'll have it in,
Three
in the light
bows.
category. But like a light shotgun in Destiny sounds wonderful.
That would be nice. I'm trying to think of like the 3 combination. Auto rifle, scout rifle, hand cannon.
Basically.
Sword, bow, and sniper rifle.
3 pistols and you can hold 1 and 2, or 2 of them in one hand where you
Nice.
it's like a shotgun, but with.
You're like that one character in One Piece that has a katana in his mouth. You're just like,
Hey,
ah.
don't you talk about Roronoa Zoro like that.
But you're like pulling the trigger with like both your fingers and your tongue. You're just like,
Actually,
ah.
excuse me. I think at one point he holds like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swords actually.
Yeah,
Because he
does,
holds them
he
in his
does.
elbows and his knees too, and it's like, excuse me, I have a question.
I don't even want to think about holding a pistol in my mouth and trying to shoot it.
You're the guardian. You can do whatever you like.
Remember,
But
if
no
you
one
die,
treats you like that. You better
you
be
die, you come
careful,
back.
Guardian. You better be
Man,
careful.
I have such a headache right now, and my teeth are gone. What happened?
What did I do last night?
No, I love how every time they're like, careful, Guardian. We've never faced this kind of trouble before. Hey, you know I killed a darkness god, right? You know I killed 2 of them, right? You know I killed a sentient virus, right?
Just bring on Kratos already. Cross over the century.
I can see that Kratos with like the warlock armor on. Boy.
Cage just like, man, I'm not a boy.
Who are you calling
No,
a
Cade
boy?
would be like, "Whoa, this guy is awesome."
Do you want to be on my team? Just keeps getting smacked around. Do you want to be on my team?
Yes.
The Cade becomes the annoying kid who's just like, "Hey, you want to be friends? You want to play Beyblade? Do you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards?" And just like, "Boy."
Do you want to go on a raid with me? I like it. So, here's the question. If you don't already have a season pass for Destiny, would you buy
This
it?
is year 2 stuff. This is the year 2 stuff. So you have to buy a new pass.
Oh, right. Okay, so are you going to be buying the season pass for this, or are you going to skip it?
Lame.
Bose.
I'm-
Bose.
See, I never
Bows.
use bows in any game, guys.
Far
Like,
Cry.
I always go bows in every game I
Nope,
play.
never used it in Far Cry. I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world, so I just like run and gun everything down.
You have not embraced the Lord and Savior bow in Far Cry 3. It was like single-handedly the most powerful weapon in the game. It's like, I can
However-
one-shot everything.
The new
I mean-
guns that are available that they're advertising
It's
in this,
like Skyrim with guns.
yeah, basically.
No, another thing that I liked that they talked about in Destiny the Forsaken, it was collections. It now tells you guns and stuff, and I was like, oh my god. I never
Yeah,
realized I
you can
wanted
plan
this.
your weekend off of something they finally put in the game before you had to actually go in and be like, oh, well, I kind of want this gun that I saw some other guy having, but I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, I think the addition of this is where you get this gun and this is how you get this gun is a wonderful thing for Destiny to add. Because I watched one of my roommates like grind for 12 hours in the wrong location for the wrong gun.
Oh no!
That's-
I'm excited that they've added a lore tab, pretty much. Because let me tell you, Destiny lore, when you take the time and look at it, is really interesting.
Well, you have to go outside the game to do it.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, one of the new Warmind bosses, Noctis, was one of the original worm gods. But they never implicitly say that, unless you're like, I vaguely remember this being mentioned in Destiny 1. Let me make the connections. Oh, worm god.
Huh. I would have never really thought about it. I hope that they give the Guardian a voice.
And it's John Cena.
And his name is John Cena.
So, one thing I would like to go ahead and point out is that this video that we've been looking at, the Destiny 2 Forsaken official reveal, can we sit back and admire at about 4:27 the legitimate hipster haircut the guy in the background has?
Oh, well, you just described 8 people in that film.
Yeah, say,
No,
come on.
you'll know which one I'm talking about when you pull it up.
I just like the fact that, okay, we're in 2018, there's obviously a lot more things that are allowed, and there's the one dude that's like, oh, can I say beep? already after he said it. So it's like, okay, I'm going to ask for forgiveness, and I'm also just going to go ahead and get the rule as well.
Are you talking about the bald guy with the single mohawk stripe?
Yeah, that guy.
No. Oh, yeah.
That's not a hipster haircut. That's a punk haircut, and it was kind of popular in the 80s.
Kind of popular in the 80s. But remember,
was
the
Liberty
80s is now
Spice.
popular
Destiny
again.
lore, everyone.
What?
Destiny lore. He actually is one of the characters in the game.
I was super...
He's a worm god.
Is that just going to be now a thing? Oh, he's a worm god.
He's a worm
It's a worm
god.
god thing you wouldn't understand.
Hashtag just worm god things. So yeah, will you buy it or skip it? Micah?
So, I have a predicament because I have it on both PC and Xbox now. If I were to buy it, I'd probably buy it on Xbox. But I really just have to see where my financial stuff is, because I mean, I have not played the game in a while. However, I do want to get back into it, and I feel like buying it would give me enough incentive to get back into it. Now, getting it on PC, I feel like would be a waste because I'm just so much further on the Xbox that I just don't think it'd be well.
I dig it. See, I'm gonna get it. If, like Micah said, depending on my financial status, I think honestly buying a $40 expansion pass for the year is a lot cheaper than buying a $60 game every time something sounds cool. And I do think with this collection tab, because if it's going to be account wide rather than character wide, it's going to give me a lot more to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
can understand that.
Like, I mean, even me and Meesh, we've planned to play it tomorrow. And it's just kind of, I'm getting back into it and just going back and saying, I'm going to learn PvP because I've never played PvP. I'm going to learn the raid because I've never done the raid. And I'm going to go experience the things that, you know, because you and I got it, Derrick, when we were like, oh, we're going to play with the buddy. We're going to play with the buddy. We played it exactly one time with a buddy.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm going to, you know, go on Reddit and go for the LFG groups. I'm going to try to play more and experience more in the game.
Okay, I'm
Because,
sorry.
like,
What does LFG stand for?
Looking for group.
Looking for group.
Okay.
And, like, I think you said yesterday, it's a lot funner to play with other people.
Definitely.
And so, like, I'm excited to play it tomorrow. I'm excited to just do some leveling up. Maybe tonight. I'm not sure. I didn't get to play it last night. I was watching TV too much. So, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be picking it up.
I'll probably pick it up. What about you, Sam?
Nah.
Well, are you gonna get PC or Xbox?
That's a really tough question. I think I want Sam to answer first, because I'm kind of one of those, if you and Micah can play, that's awesome, but then it's like, okay, if Sam's gonna get it, I'll pick it up on PC, because that's where Sam can play, and it's like,
I mean,
then
let's all
we
be
two-
real. If we have one person who can only play it on one thing, then we're probably gonna try to make it to where we can all play together.
Yeah.
Because that's the point of a community.
Right.
Even if I have to pay for it twice, it's not like I chose that life or anything.
Yeah, I think for this one, you can go ahead and get it the Xbox version, because I think I'm going to pass on this one. Now, that being said, I may regret it later when it finally does come out, and it's like, oh, look at this gameplay. But
Then you just get an Xbox, and
Yeah.
you're fine.
probably.
At a
Yeah.
certain point, it's like, bite the bullet, get an Xbox, enjoy some games on it.
Yeah.
Save up for it, kind of have a plan of one day I'll get an Xbox, get one, and then you're good.
I mean, I already
Yeah,
have
get
a
to the
couple
point where your
games.
daughter's kind of self-sustaining, and you don't really have to have her
Agreed.
always, and then just put up a big playpen with some ball pit and everything, you know. Well, then you'd want to get in the ball pit, so maybe not the ball
Yeah,
pit.
I was about to
Like
say,
two
that's,
ball
that's like,
pits.
yeah, I'll buy 2 ball pits, 2...
One to sit in while I play Xbox, and one for my daughter to play.
It's so relaxing.
It sounds relaxing.
That's when you get a mini pool and put it in your living room.
God, I can't even imagine the
Do
cleanup,
not
though.
tempt me.
I couldn't imagine what Allison would say.
She would just walk in and just stare at me and go, really? And then-
I can't imagine what I would say at Sam's funeral.
Exactly.
I could say a couple things.
We could say a couple of things.
He did love his indoor kiddie pools. Okay, So do you think that this will also fix the storyline?
I think so. Because they're going back, from what I understand, they're going back to, like, the Reef. And if you play Destiny 1, there's a lot of lore with the Reef, the Exo race, where the prince and the queen of the Awakened went.
Mm-hmm.
And so I
Awoken.
think there's a lot that they can... Yeah, Awoken, whatever. I think there's a lot there. And then with the Dreaming City, there's a lot of cool set pieces that they can use that I'm really excited for. Because it's not like a Warmind or Osiris, where it's just like, oh, we're just going to put something new on Mercury or Titan or wherever. It's like, yeah, we're going to reintroduce the Reef, which I know fans and myself have been wanting, because that was such a big part of the storyline in the vanilla game.
Yeah, I get you.
I think it will. I think it'll plug a bunch of holes that just were waiting to be answered for the whole second game. It's like, what am I actually doing? As I was playing the other day, I was like, why is this guy significant again? No idea.
It's in the Grimoire cards.
I think it was a much better move than Destiny Battle Royale.
Much better.
Oh, speaking of that, okay, I have a funny story relating to Royale.
Oh, no.
So I was watching E3. I was watching the EA panel. First of all, do you know how fast you can go through an hour and a half long panel?
In an
I
hour
went
and a
through it in
half.
about 40 minutes. Because I put it on 2 times speed, and I skipped all of the sports crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Guys, I have a
Here's
question.
Battlefield.
Why are sports games even still around? Why don't we just make
Okay,
one
I'm-
that gets
here's the thing.
updated over and over and over again?
I'm all for sports games. Why bring it to E3 every year? Hey guys, no more football. That's not new. That's not innovative. That's not E3.
But now
It's
you can
just-
play as the coach, and you have to make sure your team is properly hydrated.
And you
Hence
don't
steroids.
even play the game.
I would play a game. I promise you, I would buy Madden 2019, if there was a mode where you played as a streaker trying to get every Major League game in a
Ooh,
season.
that would be actually a fun mode.
That I guarantee you is a plot for some indie game somewhere.
I was about to say, didn't know where you're going to go with that. I mean, I would think that a cheat code with, like, Donald Trump playing as the quarterback over and over again would be, like, something you could randomly throw in there.
No, it would be great as if it was just became like this, like
Cultural.
like an RPG where now you're selling. We're just gonna call it the Naked Man. Naked Man merchandise. And like you can in the game, you can get things trending on their like, market version of Twitter and stuff like that.
You see which teams are more like open to you doing it as a mascot and like opportunity for them to get more publicity.
Stealth missions to get in.
Exactly.
Like,
I want that game.
like Splinter Cell. What's that guy doing up in the rafters?
Why is he naked?
Where did he keep that gun?
But no, okay. Anyway, I was gonna tell a story. Battlefront 5 or Battlefield 5. They're like, it has a mode that a lot of you have been asking for. Royale, and you can hear an audible boo in the crowd. And then you hear the crowd murmuring, and you're like, I don't know if they're cheering or booing, but the guy on stage looks really nervous.
What's that dude in the background with that rope doing?
Is that a torch?
Oh, he's made a lasso.
But I was just
Wait,
like,
where'd the guillotine come from?
You have to send me that
Sure.
clip. You have to send me that clip because I want to listen to it.
it was amazing.
It's like the Dota 2 card game when the announcer's like, Dota 2, woo, card game. Oh.
No! It was great. I was like, dang,
It's like-
someone in the crowd doesn't like this.
I mean, at that point in time, that was like the worst publicity you could ever get.
Boo! But at the same light, I was like, I mean, that guy's not wrong.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the dude, though.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I feel really sorry for the presenters because they're just told what to say it with such energy. They go on there and they're just like, we're just in Royale mode. And everyone's just like, we hate you, please die. And he's just like, guys.
Well, you
I'm
told
just
me
doing
to.
my
But
job."
guys, Forza.
But guys, Battle Royale. You
Last
can now
year-
play it. You
Last
what?
year, when they revealed the Xbox One X, and it's like people were like, "Woo, yeah!" And then it's like, "In another Forza game," and like the audience was like,
Oh,
Crickets.
gently clapping. It was just like, "Oh, okay, cool."
I can imagine an audible. Oh, coming from the crowd. All right, let's move forward. Something to something a little less boo worthy. Pokemon 2019.
Heck yeah!
I'm buying it.
I heard some rumors that it
Go
might
on.
be on PC as well.
Rumor had it.
I'm
What?
hearing some rumors. It included Royale mode.
In defense, all Pokemon games have had a Royale mode.
To be fair, if there was a Pokemon that played like a Battle Royale mode, that would be really interesting. If you got to play as random Pokemon.
I want to
You're
play
like,
as a Charizard.
One guy's just like, I'm playing as crap, a Pidgey.
Just flapping his wings.
Another. Oh no, Magic.
But you can only play it in VR.
Ugh.
Got a Magikarp.
Boom. Magikarp flopping around, yeah. But no,
But here's the
2019.
thing. But here's the thing. Every minute you gain a level, so like 20 minutes in the game, you're just like turning into a Gyarados.
True.
I was a Magikarp, now I'm a Gyarados. Come at me, scrub lords. I'm ripped.
Now I'm a freaking dragon.
I love it.
Sir.
Technically
Gyarados
not a
is water
dragon.
flying.
Technically not a dragon. But no, I am excited for Pokemon 2019. I guess so is Stream Kitty.
Yeah, it's true.
Hold on, let me tell you. Buddy, it's a four-person podcast, not 5, so you need to shut that down.
He's like the
I'll
cat's
laugh
gonna
if it
listen.
works. Cat's
So-
like, oh.
Let's.
The cat's like, oh.
It's like that one interview that was going on, and the cat was going crazy, and the dude, it was like a video interview, and the dude's like, please hold on, I have to handle this. And he turns and he goes, I'm going to need you to stop, please. And then he turns back, and the cat's just absolutely silent the rest of the interview. And it was like, if I had that control over cats, the world would not exist anymore.
I thought you were going to go with the Animal Control Pinky video. And this is Pinky. He's calling, and he starts wrapping around the guy's leg. Ah!
I remember that video.
Go
You
ahead.
said Pokemon on PC?
Yeah, I heard that rumor, and I was like, I don't know about that, but Pokemon PC Master Race.
So,
No, thank you.
question: Is
Yeah.
this so? Just to not get them confused, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are completely different than these, right?
Yes,
Okay,
they're not the
what I
Pokemon
thought.
2019.
That's what I thought. Just to clarify, if anybody out there was confused, I was like, I'm pretty sure they're two different things. But speaking
Yeah,
of which,
they are.
which party are you going with?
Pretty much going to get Let's Go Eevee. I'm actually going to probably pre-order it here on Monday with all my insurance points. I'm just going to get an Amazon card and buy that
Nice.
straight out. So that
I'm
way
probably
I
gonna-
only...
I might do that with my GameStop points. I have like 45,000 GameStop points.
We never asked, are you going to be getting Eevee or Pikachu?
I probably would prefer Eevee.
But here's the thing.
I'm getting
That made me
Pikachu.
kind of consider it. Your starter Pokemon will not evolve.
Oh,
So
wait, what?
Eevee won't be able to evolve.
Okay, I'm sorry. They've lost me completely now.
Lame.
Pikachu.
Yeah,
Pikachu.
it was that day
Precious
that
sucks
everybody.
anyway.
If everybody at that moment switched to which version they were going to
I'm still getting Eevee because Eevee's my favorite Pokemon. I just wanted less people play Eevee.
Sure.
The joke is just that actually it's able to be evolved, but nobody told.
I'm the only one with a Sylveon. I'm sorry, Vaporeon.
Pikachu. Because Raichu sucks anyway.
Hey
That's my
now,
new
So
song.
you're getting Eevee the version though, Meesh?
I mean, I didn't know it wasn't evolving. I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot. if they offer Eevee as a starter and then don't let it evolve.
But here's the thing: you can catch other Eevee in the game.
Right, but it doesn't help me to have a normal type starter. When on Earth have they ever offered you a normal type starter?
Never.
And also,
Exactly.
question.
It's for a reason. That's how it should be. You should never have a normal type starter because you always need that balance.
It's grass, fire, and water, not normal.
So
sir.
here's a question: if you were limited to 6 Pokemon, does that mean your starter
Don't ask-
Pokemon you can
okay,
never get rid of? Because then you're stuck with a silly Eevee the entire game.
Joke's on you. I would have 6 Eevees.
It's just you're just playing through like the Elite Four, and you're down to your last Pokemon, and it's just this level 3 Eevee that you've had from the beginning. It's like, I can help. You're like, no, Eevee, I can't do this for you.
Guys,
I can help. Just gets roasted by a fire blast. I'm gonna name my starter. If I get the Eevee, I'm gonna name it Chunk.
Nice. Nice. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get Pikachu because Raichu sucks anyway. But yeah, I'm excited for it. But then Pokemon 2019, it's gonna be on the Switch, and this marks the end of the 3DS era. Wow, your cat is going nuts.
It doesn't want competition with Eevee, Doug.
Tough. Eevee's nicer and friendlier than he is.
Oh, snap.
Throw the ball and make it get busy for a minute.
No, here's the thing. If I threw his ball for him, he would just meow louder.
Why'd you do that?
No, like, you'll see him, like, he never bites the ball. Like, it's in his lips, but somehow he's still meowing. He's just like, oh.
I'm gonna
Sounds like a walrus.
for any of you who don't know that we have a Discord, and related to that statement of just holding it in the lips, I'm gonna send a picture to the Discord of a Siberian Husky.
Oh yeah,
You'll see exactly what I mean.
The Siberian Husky. I love the Siberian Husky. Okay, let's move on to that while you do that. How's that sound?
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna do it now. I'll do it in a minute.
Oh, okay. Peter Jackson is officially not working on Amazon's Lord of the Rings.
Lame.
Lame. Well,
He did do The Hobbit, though, guys.
He didn't want to do The Hobbit. He just knew that if he didn't do it, someone else would do an even worse job.
You live long enough to be the hero or see yourself become the villain.
Here's the
Basically.
thing. Would you rather anybody else handle the Hobbit movies for as poorly done as they were?
Guillermo del Toro.
Just Quentin Tarantino. Just turned to a bloodfest.
I was just about to say that too. Quentin Tarantino.
Guillermo del Toro totally could have done it well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, he did the Hellboy movies, which I'm an absolute fan of.
Man.
yeah.
And so he could totally have done The Hobbit well.
And Guillermo del Toro also did the Pacific Rim movies.
Yep.
Didn't he also do Pan's Labyrinth as well?
I believe he did.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth was also one of those movies that I watched, and then I watched another 4 times before I really formed an opinion for it.
It's also one of those ones that apparently, if you were under the influence of anything, it becomes a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, I'm sure.
Kind of like what I said to you last night when watching the Tetris Effect.
Yes.
Oh my god, that video is so good!
So,
So,
yeah, Doug looks over at me. He's like, "Hey, Sam, check this out." And he's like, "Yeah, it's the VR version of Tetris." And I'm like, "Well, that's pretty cool." And then he looks at me without breaking a sweat. And Doug, what did you tell me?
I go, I kind of want to play this game in VR while dropping acid.
It's like we were making a joke. It's like, "What's Doug doing on the couch?" He's playing Tetris, but his controller's over there. Yeah, we just haven't gotten the...
He's playing Tetris.
He's playing Tetris.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Because let me tell you, I spend a lot of time right now playing Tetris. Tetris in VR would just be great.
Dude, that video was so good. Like,
Yeah.
so good.
Tetris in VR, but you have 40 of your favorite friends, and you have to do it like Tetris, but
And they're
also
all
like
Uganda
Twister.
knuckles going...
So you are the pieces.
Okay, I see your Tetris idea, but how about Royale.
Tetris
Royale.
You guys, you let me down. I set it up for you. You guys let me down. I was really expecting one of you guys to go,
Boo.
boo. I set you up for it, and you failed me.
But yeah, anyway, Peter Jackson, I'm kind of bummed that he's not going to lead it, but at the same time, you know how all TV shows end up not being anything like their original series anyway.
Well, here's my thing. Amazon, they can do it. I mean, kind of like Amazon and Netflix, they have the ability to go, okay, let's look at the source material, and let's make it as close as we can, because we're not trying to cram it in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
can, like, watching Altered Carbon on Netflix, which I can recommend if you have strong morals, don't watch that show, because there's a lot of morally questionable things in there. But it's still a great show for me.
So I shouldn't
well,
watch it.
Because
work.
Doug
morals.
has no morals.
Yeah, no morals.
You eat trash, Doug.
You eat trash.
Right? But reading the book, because I'm reading the book along with it, it's actually really close to the book. Hey, sir, I'm listening to The Magicians on audiobook.
Nice.
You can kindly shut that
Hey
down.
guys, I went through and I listened to the Green Hornet original radio shows the other day, and as I told Doug,
It's a really racist.
it's really racist and really misogynistic.
Oh, really? Like Riri.
Basically.
Dude,
It was
old-
so bad.
Old Lone Ranger has to be really, really, really racist. How, white man?
It's like, wow.
Whoa!
Yeah, wow, man. We can't even do that anymore.
I was watching old school Doctor Who on Twitch the other day, and it was like, whoa, the casual misogyny is just dripping off of this, and it's not okay. It's like, oh, you guys go take care of the women. It's like, excuse you? We are in the 21st century. This does not translate well. And it was really boring. So even it was like,
So
cool.
now I low-key kind of judge everybody who's like, I prefer the old Doctor. You mean you prefer the misogynistic kind of racist Doctor?
Okay, so tell me, you guys have watched epic rap battles before, right?
never in my life.
Of course, yeah. I'm gonna go through my favorite
I
thing.
managed to get through all 7 years of my college without ever watching that or Epic Mealtime.
See, the thing about it is they have the James Bond versus Austin Powers, and it's all the
Yes.
different James Bond, and at the very end, it's like, I just...
Dr. No means no, baby.
It's like, yeah, just to let you know you are a bit rapey. It's like, wow. It's like, yeah, it is
Like-
true.
Out of context, the scene where he hands that one lady, like, her shoes when she's getting out of the bath, it's like, you go, James Bond. I watched that thing in context, I'm like, wow, that's creepy. Like,
Pretty much
this is a
all of it
complete
is.
stranger, buddy.
No, think about it. Just solidly think about it. Okay, let's just divide it by the actors. How many women did the Sean Connery James Bond get with?
Oh,
I can't count that high.
I can't count that.
And here's something else. Here's another thought. That's just his highlighted missions. How many others are there? Do we need to start a hashtag?
I feel like, you know how you're aware that on the Looney Tunes like DVDs, they have Whoopi Goldberg come out beforehand and go, these cartoons were made in a different time, and it wasn't okay then, but it was more acceptable. And there's some racist stuff in here, but we're not going to edit it because that would be trying to forget it. And it's like Whoopi Goldberg coming out and talking about that. I really feel like we're getting into this era where we need to start putting that before old school TV shows and movies, where it's like, things were different. It's not okay, but things were different.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do that with TV shows, we need to have a sign up by those national monuments. I mean, you can't erase the Civil War from history, and you
That's my
shouldn't
theory
erase
as
those
well.
things either.
Now,
But I mean, we have to realize that there was a generation whose cure for domestic violence was good concealer. There was a generation where that was a thing.
that's
It's true.
not cool, no matter how you look at
And that's not cool at all.
Well,
You know.
if you really even think about it and going into more medical side, it used to just be shell shocked when men would come back from war. Oh, they're just shell shocked. No, they had
Or cowards.
Yeah.
They're either shell-shocked or cowards.
It's like, no, they have PTSD and they need help. So, and they didn't have that back then, so it was like, who took the brunt of it? The women and the children. When they did domestic abuse. And it's like, it's never okay. People didn't understand it back then. So, there you go. There's our 5-minute speech on things in the past weren't okay, but we shouldn't try to deny them because they still happened, and it still makes you realize how far we've come.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean, we don't erase the Egyptian pyramids, even though they're built by slave power. Just watch tomorrow. They'll be like, we're now announcing that the pyramids of Giza are going to be imploded.
They're going to be dismantled. Yeah. With
I hope
with
they
extra
do
slave
brick by brick.
with new slave labor instead.
Right? We're going to be paying these people minimum wage to take it down. That's just like slavery with extra staffs.
Ooh la la! Someone's gonna get some in college.
It's slavery with consent.
Isn't that actually what like house servants in the middle the English Victorian era was? It's like, yeah, you're pretty much slaves, but you're kind of employed. You're technically paid.
Yeah, like watch Downton Abbey. They all live there, and it's like, you're technically employed, and you have a house over your head, but it's still kind of like indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, anything else, gentlemen? Before we go on another tangent?
I think I'm good.
I mean, in terms of the Peter Jackson, because we didn't talk anything about it, except for we're probably not going to
There's really not
quite
a whole
judge
lot
it
there.
yet.
He's not working on it.
Right. Well, he was also rumored, because this article that we've been looking at, he's also rumored to make a DC movie, and I feel like,
No
unless
Peter
it's
Jackson.
unless it's like going into a Norse or something like with that, because I can't think of a Peter Jackson movie without having awesome scenery.
Gentlemen,
Aquaman.
Dr. Fate.
Yes. Dr. Fate and Zatanna.
Dr. Fate would do not Dr. Fate. Peter Jackson would do a decent Justice League Dark with Constantine, Aragon the Demon, Zatanna, and like I said, Dr. Fate. Because Dr. Fate is one of those... Bless you. He's named Nabu after the Babylonian god of knowledge.
Wait, did you guys hear that sneeze?
No, that was a weird.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But I think Peter Jackson could do something that's not like... that has more thinking to it, rather than... even though he's not like a thinking director, because it's not just like, let's go punch things, it's let's use our brains to solve a problem.
I like it.
And maybe he could just, redo the Justice League movie over again.
No, it's too late.
We can just CGI their lips.
Look,
That'll work.
Look. We can't go
It'd
back.
be like a bad lip reading.
We can't destroy the past. We
can't
can only
destroy
acknowledge that it happened, and it's not okay, but it happened.
Here's how we erase the Justice League movie while still keeping it in canon.
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Yep, we just have a Flashpoint movie. We just ignore that happened. Just say that's a dark time in our history. We do an Aquaman. We do some cyborg movies. We do a Flash movie. Then we have Flashpoint. It erases everything. We start fresh, but without doing any sort of this is how we got our powers. It's just like, I'm Cyborg. Of course, I've always been Cyborg. So that'd be really cool.
I like it.
Understandable. I think it could be. I think that's all right.
Do we know
I don't want
who's
him to get
actually
tangled
going
up
to be
in-
directing this series? Did they give a name? I looked right over it. Who's actually going to be doing it?
I don't think they have. Let me pull it up.
As everyone pulls
So
up
it's
right
not.
now.
Yeah, it's not on this, but I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, he's just like,
the other
no.
ones.
Oh, Jackson's next upcoming film is Mortal Engine. I'm looking forward to that.
I just watched through or clicked through the photos for it.
What is that? It's England.
What is Mortal Engine, guys? I seen that trailer a long time ago.
It's
But
London on wheels.
Think Mad Max, but instead of each vehicle
It's
being
cities, right?
they're cities.
Hey guys, we
So
should
I'm
probably
looking
wrap
forward
it
to
up
it.
soon.
There's
I feel
like
my
blimps
computer's
and
gonna lose
stuff. I'm
frames.
looking forward to it. It's gonna be like a Gearhead Mad Max.
All right,
Steampunk.
cool. We should probably start wrapping this up because I feel like I'm gonna blue screen soon.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
All right.
Catch you guys later.
Catch you later.
Yep, sounds
Of
good.
course.
Oh my gosh, Doug.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. And thank you to all of our listeners out there, because we really couldn't do it without you. We hope you enjoyed this week's Gaming and Chill podcast. If you'd like to know more about the podcast, follow us on social media, or learn how to support the podcast directly, check us out at www.gamingandchillpodcast.com. Also, be sure to stay up to date with Gaming and Chill by following us on Twitter at gaming_in_chill. Yes, that is gaming_in as in Nancy _chill. You can also find links to the articles, games, and videos mentioned in this podcast in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.